Hello chaps and welcome back to Factorio DIY World. I'm Dgray and today we continue our exploration into the story. When the last episode just expand on even more of our base that is actually running somewhat smooth at the moment. The solar panels have been built, the ore is flowing in, and I've been on a bit of a biter killing spree in between episodes as the pollution was getting quite out there and the bites were getting quite aggressive. So that should help a lot. In between episodes, I also hooked up our copper plates just to have it running. I don't think we did that last episode. And in today's episode, we'll hook up tin, steel, make some outposts, might grab, I think we have some tin here and some tin there, and some copper here. Getting all of that into the base. So if you think that's cool, then remember to leave a like and subscribe and join us on Discord. A ton of you have done that lately, and that's very, very cool. So let's get on with it. So one of the first things I want to do in today's episodes, other than just showing you them all, in case you want to see what has been moved into it, you can pause the video and see that, is that I want to get our steel up and running. And hook things up to the mall, getting resources in. Because right now, getting this up and running, producing military things for us, as the battles are a bit pretty insane, is very, very important. So, one of the first things we'll start by doing, before we go and hook up steel, is let's just set up a few of these for unloading. Let's start at the top. Just so we have them close by, we can get steel plates, iron plates in, and a few other things. So let's get you there. Let's just set up 3 for now. Because then we get iron, copper, and tin in. And I think you go the other way. We have 1 unloading, so we'll have to make a second one. But let's 2 for now. Then we'll hook those up while the rest is going. Let's also go down here and fix our steel. Right now we have some space here because steel is a bit different than iron and copper in that regard that it requires a few more things. Mostly requires coal as an extra input. Let's just take our new train grid for a ride. It's so nice having this to get around from one part of the base to the other one without having to run. That's an added benefit of our grid. So I think we'll do it somewhere like here. So if we have steel plates out, then we can have iron in. Or if we're smart, we just steal the iron from over here and just have the coal going in. That actually should work for our current setup. Yeah, let's steal a bit. That won't be too bad. So if we look at the steel, we're going for the molten steel one as the other one, but compared to the other one, steel has 1 extra input. Coal will have to manage, so I'll just have an extra line on the outside, and then that should work wonders. So the easiest way to do this is, let's just take you. Thank you. It's fine with everything in it. Rotate you a few times until we get to the desired location. I think we can do it here. And look at that. As simple as that, things hooks up. And we can get the coal flowing in and then get the iron as well. So, place you down. The robots will fix all of this and build everything for us. That is very, very good. Let's just remove that one. It's not needed either. So that means coal going in. That means we can use one of these down here to get all of our excess slag out. That'll need to be processed. Or we can process slag here, but I'll probably just get it to a slag processing facility since we have quite a bit of output. But that is for future points. This one doesn't have any name yet when it's placed, since we don't have it in the blueprint. That is by design. So you'll be coal. lets us hook you up correctly so it actually works. Meaning that we'll have one line going... Let's see, if we get coal here. There, that means these can grab the coal. We'll have the second cone line. Could in theory just go like... right here. That'll be the second coal line. And then we'll have the iron just going over here and in. Jumping into where it's needed. We will have... you can just jump from here to here. Here to here. And then we'll have you two. Let's just get that going. Let's copy that again. Going over this way. Let's get up a bit so it's not too much in the way. Well, it might actually be best just going over like that, because then we can have the second iron next to this one if we want to, and then you'll go up like that. And this is why I made this train as well. Now, things are just gonna get built while I design, which is always nice. Look at the robots go. Thank you, thank you. And you'll be a coal line going up this way. Also means we'll need to have long-handed inserters to grab. Something like that. And the same over here. There. So the last thing we need to do now is just take this one, change you into molten steel, and change these into oxygen. You don't have the wrong things being produced. And oxygen. Then all of these will change into steel plates. Pretty much just normal steel plates. And let's just paste this recipe down. So right there, we have a perfect steel setup going, and we can expand the base incredibly quickly with our current setup. Bites us. So that will get built. While that is going, I think we need a coal train. I don't think we have one running just yet. That's ore unloading. That is pure. So let's just set up the train that's needed. I actually need maybe 2 trains. Let's... well, we can do it down here. Then we're not in the way. We'll do 1. 1, 2. You will be depot. And then we do need to fix a few things, being the coal drop-off. Let's wait. Oh, we have coal loading and coal unloading already. Perfect. So full, empty, inactive, inactive. And then we'll go there. And then we'll go fill up. Here's a bit of coal. You can go there and fix it. And I think that should be good enough for this. Flip. Why are you called Flip? That's a weird name. Oh well, that's fine. And let's see, that means we'll go collect coal here and go up here, and then we'll also unload to everything where that's needed it. So there we are. Steel will be a bit before we hook that up. You have had his name, so you'll be... if we do steel plate loading. Steel plate. Boom. And then we'll have an unloading up at our mall as well. And you'll be coal. Pretty much just say you'll be coal unloading. Boom. And look at that, it's already open. Or needing coal for when we have it. So that should get delivered in quite quickly. We're missing some belts. You might want to go and grab that. Anywhere important. Let's see, is the mall making them? No, because it requires the bronze in as well, which also is one of the things we need. So, yeah, bronze quite important. There goes the train. But all of this should work with our current setup. There we are. things in. So that would be our steel. The next thing we need to set up is actually bronze. That'll be tin and... Oh, should we just make bronze here? Are we that lucky that we can just steal it here for now? To just have one output of the bronze, and then we still have the slag. Are we that lucky? We are. We are that lucky. And if I take the steel setup, then we should be able to repurpose this, look at that, into, what's it called? Bronze setup. So that's, because that has the extra belts. This is perfect. It's almost like I planned this, but I can't take any credit. I can actually do that as well, that's fine. Get you to right there. Copy. Let's turn you to here. And look how nicely it lines up. Do we need an input? No, we can actually do it one. So should we just... What if we skip the loading? Just take this instead. Yes. Then we'll turn you and you'll line up right there. Yeah. With the inputs, we have the copper from here. We can have the iron from up here. And then we have a nice supply of bronze as well. So let's hook up the belts. Should we steal some from this? We could, in theory, upgrade these to faster belts and actually skip some of this and actually just steal one line. Do you have some belts on me? What if we do... Yeah, because we just want to drag you over. 1, 2, that'll be all of it. So you can kind of go away for now, or we fix it. Then we'll have iron, copper. We'll just do one line. It doesn't need to be overly fast right now. So right here, please go this way. And go here for now. That'll be the copper. And then the iron will just kind of steal. Just steal some from here. 1, 2. Or let's do this instead. Faster belts. There we are. That means that'll give us 2. It means in theory, if you just do this with this one, that'll still fill 2 belts, and then we can have you for now going on this side, being the 5th one of iron, going over here and down and in. The copper will go on. What will be on the inside? Is that the easiest? Copper on the inside. Oh damn! It's pure. It's pure tin. We need the pure tin in. Ooh, almost made a mistake there. That would have been bad. We actually do need a loading here, just with tin. Do you want to craft the still here then? Because then we'll be stuck with the slag. No, let's do it somewhere else. Let's quickly deconstruct this, and then I'll find somewhere else for it. That was my mistake. Luckily, the robots can help us out quite easily. Let's take you away, and let's take you away for now. There we are. So instead, we do need 2 inputs. But let's move it somewhere else, where it's better. Don't want to get stuck with the slag. So maybe just down in this one, we'll do the bronze. Let's just steal this one. Then we'll just have an extra input instead. You can be bronze right here. 1 inputs, that means we'll have a second one there. That means we'll have another unloading. Let's just take this one. of course, change it a bit around. So, do we have a blueprint that's the other way? Yeah, I'll change it around so it actually works. But we do like to have things looking somewhat good. So, yeah. So, I'll let the base build all this, and then we'll be back in just a few seconds. So, most of it has been built in the short while, and I just want to show you guys that it starts to flow, and hopefully it works as intended. So far at least we have the things flowing in that we need. And will you work? Will you give us a ton of steel plates now? Ooh, 200 at a time. Jesus, that is a lot of of ore needed. But luckily we have a massive supply in the base, so it should be fine. Let's see. That takes 30 seconds, but that should go. That means now we can rename you. You are already renamed. Past me is brilliant once in a while. That means now we should have steel flowing. We can always upgrade these belts if we need to go faster. We'll probably have to do that at some point. But for now, this will give us steel plates for days. So steel plates up and running, iron plates up and running, copper plates up and running, and then the last thing we need of the basic ones is the bronze ones. And the bronze ones are a bit of an issue since we are lacking both. We're lacking the tin and the what's called copper needs to flow in from an outpost. That is something we'll have to go and grab. But for now, let's hook you up. Change you to nitrogen. Remember to flush the system in just a second. Please flush all of that out. And now we should have what we need flowing in. Change you to bronze plates. There we are. And then all of this should be fixed. So now we need to get the pure copper on the inside. That means that the inside will be pure copper from here. Let's change you to pure copper unloading. That'll be fine. That will have to get some as soon as we hook up the outposts. That is something for a bit later. Let's drag the belts up. That is needed. I have one here, so I'll do, let's say, let's do it like this. That'll be 1. And 2. And as some of you might notice, I got a good tip from one in our community, that if you go into the mod settings, go into mod settings, and go down and untick this one, nanobots not allowed in networks. You can get the nanobots to work even though you're inside this network. And that is brilliant and helps a lot in expanding out the base. So I enabled that, or disabled that, and now things are much, much better. So the last thing we need in, right here, will just be a bit of tin. So you'll be, let's do pure tin. Take you for now. Pure tin or loading. Because then we just need to hook up the outposts and then we should be golden. Pure tin. Boom. And that'll mean we'll get bronze. That'll be bronze for days. Bronze plate loading. And right there. Good. So now this is all hooked up, we just need to add the resources into the base. So the way I want to do it for now is we do have 2 tin outposts right here, and I'll just kind of steal those, as that is pretty much the only tin we have until we go way, way north. And the way I thought of doing it is, because past Dgray has been brilliant, we are able to put in loading and unloading stations here. So why not just mine these 2? merging into two here, taking pure and impure, and sending it into the network. I think that would be a very, very cool. So yeah, if you look here, unloading. No, you want loading, please. Let's take you up here. You'll mark yourself right here. That will load one part. Then we'll do the other loading down here. And that will load the second part right here. That way we can get the tin in. Then here at the bottom, we could in theory hook up all of our copper into on this side. Or we can do another thing, and that is just expand out this one. Or we might just want to go 2 belts up here as an easy way to do it. So while this is building, I will go and grab... Let's just do this quickly. Let's take you as well. I'll go and grab the outposts, so we can actually get ore flowing in. I love how everything's just modular and robots will take care of it. So, copper at the bottom, tin at the right. So I'll go and set up the 2 outposts, and then I'll meet you back here in a few seconds. So, progress is coming along very nicely on our copper outposts. So far we've hooked up the 2 stations. We have the belts going up here. We just need to go and connect it up at the outpost and watch things flow. I didn't want to do this without you guys, so yeah, that's why I got you back at this point. Let's get the rest of you filled in. There we are. And the way I've done it, I've done the splitting right here into pure and impure from the 4, and hopefully that will work wonders. So let's see here how this goes. Power-wise, in the day, we are fine. In the night, not so much. Well, let's finally get copper ore flowing into our base. Bit here is missing. There we are. Let's check the rest. Everything is looking very good. Like, you know, this will handle... What's that gonna be? 3.6k per minute. So look at all the delicious ore. And that will flow up here. So that is our copper sorted. Impure will be this one. You'll be impure ore loading. Let's just set it up right away. Impure copper ore. Or loading. Let's see there. Copper ore impure. Boom. Now that is working. That's gonna load and that's gonna work. And over here we have pure copper ore loading. Let's see here. Do we have one yet? Don't. Oh, we do. Pure copper ore loading. Boom. Luckily, that will be distributed to the entire system now. And the throughput is gonna be massive with these stack sizes. So that's gonna be good. The only thing I'm a bit afraid of now is that our pollution cloud is gonna grow from here down to these biters. So we will have to keep an eye on that. Do remind me to remember to get defense up at some point, so I don't forget. Otherwise we might be in some issues at some point. So the second thing we need now is hooking up these. If we're lucky, we might actually be able to do this because things are modular. So what if we do this? Can we? Look at that. God, I love things are modular. And there we are. That will get built correctly. Let's get our nanobots to do it. There we are. And then I'll hook up these 2 tin outposts. And then we'll be back when that is done. So I have hooked up our tin outposts. They're currently supplying things into our base. And it's a very good time that this has happened, since our old boss has completely dried out tin. Meaning that our ammo is pretty much grinding to a halt. meaning that if we don't get tin processed very, very soon, the biters will pretty much eat their way straight through our base. So, ooh, when something attacking us, that's not good. So hopefully we can get this processed very soon. Already 12,000 here. We have another 3,000 here, so that should be good. So let's just go and look if everything is set up correct. Let's go here. Because one thing is that we are making the bronze, but we also want to make some tin plates, as that is used for a lot of things as well. As I was saying, ammo is getting quite bad, so we might actually just be able to do it with iron. This iron plate ammo might actually be the way to go. But for now at least, let's get some tin plates as well. This will soon get things flowing. That'll probably be in between episodes. This flows for the first time. Not much we could do about that. But what I want to do is, here we have pure tin ore unloading. That does mean that we can steal some tin as well to turn into plates. So if we take you, again, let's steal where we can and add you. Let's see, will you fit? Oh, you have to be on this side then. And fit you in right here. We should be able to get pure tin flowing out. You can see the biases are already starting to eat our base. That is pretty bad. Let's take... I want this one instead, to be honest. Yeah, which one do I want? I want you, because I want you outputting at the top. But yeah, I want this one to be our... Let's check this. Oh, that is bad. Everything is out of ammo. Just keep going down. Yeah, but we want to set up pure tin plate as well. For now, let's just take this part. And then I'll fix what's it called, the inputs and outputs. So they actually output correctly up top, but right here for now. So that's fine. Did I turn you in correctly? That's fine, because then I have this as output. Oh, stop that. Stop that. Let's do this. It's fine. Let's do what we had planned at the start. Let's steal you. And you'll go up like that instead. On. Take you. Place you right here. Oh, turn it this way. Right here. And you'll be our tin plates flowing out. So, I think that's pretty darn good for this episode. Before next episode, all of this will have been constructed. I'll have hooked it up, so we make tin plates. And then we'll look at defending the base again. We have been slacking quite badly on that for a little while. Just look at this one playing with this turret. Oh god, it is so bad. And doing something about this pollution cloud. Or at least the biases inside the pollution cloud. And yeah, I think that'll be cool. So hopefully you've been enjoying this episode as much as I have. We have done a ton. And yeah, I just want to get this built, because there's a few things that needs to work before we can actually get it flowing. So we'll watch all of that at the start of next episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hope you'll leave a like and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. And do consider joining me on, what's it called, YouTube as a friend of Dgray, the lowest member thing, or on Patreon. All of it supports me greatly. So again, thank you so much for watching. I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye guys.